Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. It's Elvie, look, and welcome to my makeup moment. You're with me as I'm going on this journey, this makeup journey, putting on my makeup with you and sharing tips and things that I'm learning along the way. Today, it's going to be all about how your makeup can stay. Actually, before I forget, let me post the links in the comments because we have an amazing sale going on right now. It's probably going to be the best for the year, is what I've heard. But they've upped the game. There we go. They've upped the game for the last week of October. So the kudos is when you get three items, three distinct makeup items. The things that are excluded are the brand new concealer. Just draw a blank. Oh, our lipsticks and skincare. There we go. Those are the three that are excluded. But this is the chance to stock up and get items if you want to build up your makeup for 15 items or 3 items for 15% off, 4 items for 20% off, 5 items for 25% off. And now for the last week of October, you can get 6 items for 30% off. I mean, that is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, Carolyn. Hello, gorgeous. I'm so glad to see you here. And welcome, Linda Irving. It's great to see you. So this look today, I was mentioning, is all about how to keep your makeup to stay. And especially this is so important with wearing masks. And lots of people have to wear them. You know, you might have to just wear them for a couple of hours, but there are people who work in them and wear them all day long. And then when you add glasses, then you're facing issues with your mascara, your eyeshadow, everything getting steamy and not staying. But the things that I'm going to show you today are going to you're not going to lose your makeup. It's going to stay on all day. And I've got 6 key things, and they're all in the link that's going to be in the bundle for 30% off. So number one, before we get started, I'm going to start. So I've already moisturized and put serums on my face, and right now I'm just going to start hydrating under my eyes because I'm using this new concealer. Hello, gorgeous. And as a mature woman or a woman with mature skin, you know, with bags and wrinkles, I'm learning the different little things to do for mature skin. If I was 20 years old, I could just be slapping on that concealer, no problem. But because I do want to conceal the dark circles and I don't want it to showcase my bags. And so there's a couple things to do. And number one is hydration. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, Shelly. Welcome, welcome. So I'm starting using the Uplift oil. They call this Botox in a bottle. So number one, if they call that Botox in a bottle, then I want it. But it's also going to add just a little bit of hydration. So I wanted to just the smallest little bit amount. And the other thing you could use is the hydrating mask or hydrating primer. And so, hello, gorgeous. So now I'm using our eye cream. This is amazing. And why I am so impressed, I've never had an eye cream that I saw immediate results, but within a matter of weeks, I've seen it has long-term effects, is continuing to work because it has caffeine and ginseng in it, but it also has hyaluron-A. And our bodies produce hyaluron-A, which is what hydrates our cells. And so as we age, our bodies are producing less. And that's when you start to getting the fine lines and wrinkles showing. So what they've put is they're putting hyaluron-A in this cream in the form of sodium hyaluron-A, which is a smaller molecular size, which means it is easier and faster for your cells to absorb, but it also goes in deeper. So how's that for your little chemistry lesson? I know. I love the things that I'm learning on this way. It's like a huge learning curve. So I'm just applied that. So now now we're going to go into number one. The things to help your makeup stay on is primer. And I'm going to start with the eye primer. And the reason why, especially when you're wearing masks and your steam is going up, that humidity is going to be smudging, melting your eyeshadow, can be pooling into a line. Not so with eye primer. So this is key to your makeup staying on all day and staying put and where you want it. And it's just such an easy little thing to do. And then the number two thing is the face primer. And I'm using the mattifying, and everybody can use the mattifying. This is good for all skin. If you have dry skin, especially as we're coming into the winter, then use the hydrating primer, which is awesome. And the Glorious primer is as well for all skin types, but everybody can wear the mattifying primer. And what it's going to do is it does sort of mattify your face. It does give it a nice matte finish, and that's because it's filling in the little fine lines and pores. And that's why everybody can use this, because it's going to give you a smoother finish. So I always start with your face primer. But these are the things that are going to keep your makeup on all day. And I'm just going to take a titch more because I want to make sure I hit my under the eyes. And it is good if you can let your primer sit on for a few minutes. So if we weren't going straight into a live, I'm trying not to keep you on here all morning. Good morning, Amy. Welcome. Hello, gorgeous. So then it's good. This is where you can go get your cup of coffee and just let it sit on for a few minutes. Okay, so we've got our so in the kudos, they've upped it to 6 things now. So if you get 3 things, you get 15% off makeup items, distinct makeup items, and of course it excludes our brand new concealer, our brand skincare and lipsticks. But if you get 4 things, it's 20% off. 5 things, 25% off. And for the last week of October, they've upped it to 6 things for 30% off. So I've included the 6 things that are going to keep your makeup on, and that's number 1, eye primer. Number 2, your face primer. Now, we're going to go into eyeshadow. And you're going, well, why are you doing your eyeshadow first? And it's because when you do have fallout, then I can clean it up with my foundation. And I don't have so many layers on my my eyes, which, your eyes are, that's going to help with the creasing. That might contribute to creasing, is when you get too much makeup on there and thickness. Yeah, it's a great deal, isn't it, Shelley? So here's a little trick for you. You can use your bronzers or your blush as a transition color on your eyes, and that's what I'm going to do today. So yesterday when I was practicing, it was really pretty. I used Surreal, which is this deeper plum, and it was very, very pretty. So today I'm going to use Sisterly, which is this really pretty pink. And they're very, very pigmented, so they're not like that at all. And as you'll notice, our eyeshadows have a shimmer, a little bit of a sheen, a little bit of a highlight in them. They're beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to use the blending brush and just going to start on the outside. And I'm just going to do some swirls. And I'm just going to start small and soft. And this is great for a transition color, because you're going to see what we're going to do today, which is going to bring me into number 3. And you can go it as deep as you want. And I never knew you can wear pinks as eyeshadows, but you can, and it looks really good. The old me would never even thought of it. So I'm going to just sort of stick to my outer third of my eye. And this is just a very, very, very soft pink. So I'm just sort of swirling. You can go as deep as you want. The plum one was beautiful. Actually, any of them would work good. We've got some that are more of a peachy. skin tone, so any of them would work. And one tutorial I've been using the pressed powder foundations as bronzers and contouring, and I love them. I absolutely love them, and I used that one day as a transition color, and it was beautiful. Okay, can always go back and add more, but you see, as you get a little bit coming down below, that way I can clean it up with my makeup, or with my foundation. Now the other thing too, here's a little tip. When you do have fallout, I'll show you which is like some sprinkling below. This one is a matte, so it's not falling out. I mean, it's got a shimmer, but it's not like your eyeshadows, which will fall out. What you do is just use a little bit of the hydrating primer, and then you would just use that to clean up any fallout. And then just take a brush. I'll grab a brush, any brush. So let's just say that was some fallout. That would clean it up, is some of your primer. And I used the hydrating because I wanted to not take away any of my moisture. So we're going to save that because I'm going to need my blush. And now, this is key number 3 to keeping your makeup on all day, is our liquid eyeshadows. They stay put, and you can swim in them. So once you get them on and they dry, they're not going anywhere, and they don't crease. They have a beautiful, beautiful shimmer. And we have 3 very nice neutrals. Reverent is a very favored one. It's a beautiful nude, a champagne peach, but today I'm going to use Giggly. So I'm wearing grays, and I'm going to warm it up with some pretty pinks. And I'm even wearing a rose bra, bralette. So these are so easy. That's the other thing, is not only do they stay put, but they are so easy. They have a doe foot applicator, so it's the product is in this little divot thing, and it just makes it so easy. And so I'm just going to take a swipe across, and today I'm going to go right across, but no higher than my eyeball. Oh, it's such a pretty color. Wow. And then I'm going to grab a crease brush. You can use your finger, but with my nails, it's kind of hard to get in there. You could just use your finger to blend it, but I'm going to use a brush, and I grabbed the crease brush. And so now I'm just going to blend and sort of push the edges up just to blend it into the blush. And really, I'm done. There's really nothing more to blend. If you want, I could take my blending brush and pretend, but that's it, I'm done. It's just so easy. They're beautiful. And it dries, it's not going anywhere. So that's number 3. So when you're wearing masks all day, and also with glasses, that's going to trap more steam, more humidity from your breath. This is not going anywhere. So same thing on the other side, just going to do a sweep across, a couple sweeps across. Actually, I didn't use the doe foot side. So if you don't want as much, use the back side of it. And now I'm going to go in and just blend the edges. They were vacuuming the hallway. It's like, it's nice. They're done. Okay. And just because I did it on the other side, I'll go back in with the blending brush, but we're done. So now I'm going to throw on, setting them over here, a little bit of eyeliner. And so I'll just quickly finish up some more of my face. And so this one, sadly, is not available. And I did find out some things. Let me tell you why some things, like you may have noticed, the lipsticks are not part of the kudos because they're low in stock, but things are starting to produce now. And the reason why is that when COVID all hit, our lipstick warehouse was deemed an essential warehouse. And so they had to stop making lipsticks and start making soap, sanitizers and soaps. So that's why they're out of stock. And then our cleansers, who knew, our pump, they had to stop using that for our cleansers, and they had to use it for sanitizers. So that's one way that it's affected Unique, why our products are out of stock, is because of sourcing, the containers, as well as like our warehouse not being able to produce our own makeup, as well as having cleanser with no pumps. But we've got our cleanser back, and the lipsticks are coming back. There's 3 of our colors are going to be back on site this Thursday, which I'll be grabbing. I haven't got those 3, so I'm going to be grabbing them on Thursday. And so this is also one of the items that is it's like a Sharpie. It's a eyeliner, but it's like a Sharpie. Sorry, I'm just thought I'll throw these on and I won't bring attention to them. But things are starting to come back, or will, let's hope, eh? It's amazing how COVID has affected. Someone was telling me about going into HomeSense. Sorry, I'm going to just shake this up. Going into HomeSense, not here in Kamloops, but somewhere. And they said that the shelves were practically empty. And I haven't been shopping. Well, I have been shopping online, but I haven't been into the stores, so I didn't realize that. Ours is likely the same. So just going to keep my eyes open to do an eye. This is so easy, and I just do short strokes. And I got to come back a bit because my elbows are hitting the table. And it's nice to throw in a little bit of eyeliner, because actually we have a dip and draw, which is beautiful. I just thought I haven't used this in a while, and before it dries up on me, I better start using it. I hate using things that you can't get, so that's why I've been avoiding using it. Okay. I'm just going to go a little bit wider at the end for just a little wing. Okay, the other side. Actually, I'm going to just shake it again. It does feel like it's starting to dry up on me. It's hard to talk when I'm doing eyeliner. So this makes your eyelashes look thicker. And after wearing lash extensions, oops, that wing is a little bigger. We'll come back on, oh no, I guess they're about the same. Okay, and now I'll slap on some brows. Actually, no, I am going to go into my makeup, just in case I get it on my brows. So I'm going to today I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do my foundation next, and I'm going to use the stick foundation. This is a wax-based foundation. Don't let that scare you. Why it is so amazing is, and I'm just going to start dotting it on, it's especially good for fine lines, wrinkles, and pores, because it keeps from settling into those lines, and so you will have a smoother finish, and so it's wonderful for mature skin. It's also has a dewy finish, which, like, I do love our liquid, and I do love the spray, but it has a more mattifying matte finish, and sometimes it can look a little dry and a little bit, showcase my lines a bit more. So I do love the stick foundation for that reason. And I'm using the Kabuki brush. And so it's good to start from blending from the center, work your way out. So like start on your nose, and then that'll help you keep you from using, oh good, I was worried for a second. I was using my contour color. And I'm going to stay away from my eyes. And so I'm going to just sort of blend out. And then that's going to help it so that you have the greater concentration here, and then not have this, try not to have a line. So I'm going to take it up a little bit up onto the ear. And I sort of do a combination of, well, right now I'm just gonna buff it, and then I like to stipple it and just blending it out. But it's, you have this beautiful, especially for mature skin, like right away, you know, my skin, well, look at that size. You can see all the pores. And then this side already just smoother, right? So it's just a beautiful, beautiful foundation for anybody, any skin type. It's got a full coverage, which is nice. And you can go back if you want more. I don't like to get too heavy. And that's one thing too, especially I've been experimenting with the concealer. Concealer's been something I've stayed away my whole life. And I actually am loving using this one for the brightening effect, but also it is a skincare as well. So it's all contributing to having healthy skin. And this foundation covers up your wrinkles, any scars. Okay, and then now I'm just going to sort of stipple it a little bit, which I like to do, which helps just compress it. Or you can use, if you want, a damp blending bud, and that helps too. Always use a damp. Okay, it's looking good. And then take it down your neck. Okay, now we're going into the concealer. And this is, I'm trying different things. So this concealer is amazing. So you know how I was telling you about our eye cream, how it has sodium hyaluronate? So does our concealer. And so it's like, why didn't they think of that before? It's also an eye cream. It's got the ingredients that are in our eye cream is in here, and it's got a doe foot. And again, if I were 20 years old, I could just be you'll see girls just slapping it on, you know, these big V's. There's no way I can do that, because that will make it right away look cakey. So I'm doing a few things, and I'm just taking some little brush, and I'm just taking a small amount. And I've noticed I didn't put any foundation under my eye, because the more product you have is what's going to contribute to being cakey. And so the other thing I'm going to do is control how much goes on. And I'm going to start with the inner of my part of my eye, go under my bag, and I just sort of start to push it the direction I want, and then dot it up. And then with my finger, so with the warmth of your finger, it's going to help make it softer, and it's going to be, and I'm just going to be pressing it in the direction I want it to go. And I'm going with the grain of my wrinkles and into this V as well. And the purpose for pressing is I'm wanting it to not settle in the wrinkles and fine lines. There. And you see how it brightens that my under eye? Oh, if we just didn't have wrinkles. Oh, now, and I actually, if you want to, you can take your kabuki brush. It is also another nice, and just stipple it as well, if you want, for blending it and down into that V. And I'm trying not to put too much product over here where my crow's feet are. So, there you go. There you go. All right, now do the other side. So just taking, not a lot, I might, okay, same thing, just drawing a line and dot. And then with my finger, going to press it. It also has vitamin E in it, which is very healing. It dries quite quickly, so I do only one eye at a time. Okay. There we go. And I love how it does conceal the dark circles, so instantly it just makes you look a little more awake and alert, not so sleepy. All right, now we are on to brows. Now I can slap on some brows, and I'm just using my brow palette real fast. I was like, don't want to draw attention to the things that you can't get just yet, but I will tell you about it. So it has, what I do love is it has, when you get the brow palette, you have 2 shades, and you get 2 highlighters, as well as the wax to help keep your brows in place. So I'm just going to quickly throw some brows on. And, oh dear, look at that. Oh, no, I don't want to try. I have to go get a tweezer. I've got one white hair. It's like, ooh. Of all places, don't tell me they're going to start showing up there. Aging is fun, isn't it? So I think we're coming into our second round of COVID, so I'm hoping it's that the Unique can start producing some of the products. And they are coming up with some new colors and new shades coming down the works, so that's going to be nice too. So now I'm going to go in with the lighter color of the brow. I like to do it at the front to give it a more natural effect. And then I'm going to grab a spoolie and just sweep up to blend. Okay, quickly do the other side. So I've made a decision to, this is going on a lot longer. And so I thought, I am going to make it a point now to every day reach out to one person. Whether send them an e-card or a text or a phone call. Just because I just think this is going on so long. Hello, gorgeous. Welcome, welcome, Ethel. So nice to see you. You don't realize that it's not going to end just so soon, and you sort of thinking, okay, things will get back to normal. I saw this really cute joke, and I loved it, where it shows like awkward hugs, and I was thinking, we're all going to have to relearn how to hug when this is all over. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to also put on some bronzer, which helps contour your face. So when we've made our face an even color, and now this is going to add structure and depth. And so I'm using pressed powders, voile, and I just thought I will not go into, but maybe you haven't. So if you're wanting to know how to do contouring, is I aim from the top of the ear to the corner of my mouth, but stop a couple fingers away, and we're using the tapered blusher brush horizontally. I sweep it till you see a line, and then turn it vertically and just swirl. And I love these pressed powders. I try to take some off because they're foundation. They're very pigmented, but they make beautiful, beautiful bronzers. And my favorite ones are Voile and Twill. And there's another one I think I have. Is it Damask? And then along the edge of the jaw, and then I sweep it down. And then I like to go under my lip to make that recede, and then down each side of the nose. to slenderize our nose. Okay. Now on to blush. And the same one that I used on my eyes, Sisterly. I'm going to put some of that on, and just, I like to stipple it at the top, on the edge of your cheekbone, but also hugging your bronzer, and then I'll just blend it in. And another thing you can do, if you don't want, well, we're going to show you how to get rid of the line and blend it more, but you can create this little V and blend it up, like just sort of sweep it up like that. There you go. And that's part of just making your, like they say, like a 3 and an E for contouring. And so that's just to, if you want to sort of smooth out that line. Now on to number 4 for your makeup staying in place. So we went into primer, eye primer, your face primer, and your liquid eyeshadows. They're not going anywhere. This is also going to help you with if you're especially having to wear a mask all day long. And the other thing is the setting powder. It is key. It is going to not only blur the lines, but it's going to make your makeup stay in place. Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. This is going to knock your socks off. So I'm going to use a stick foundation. I'm using a darker one, Chenille, and I'm going to put two colors, 2 dots on my arm. And on this one, move my mirror out of the way. Should have done it more over here. So on this one, I'm going to put setting powder. Actually, I gotta let it just let it dry a little bit. Okay. So on this one, we're going to put some setting powder, just like we would. Okay. Now watch. I'm just using lightly. Do you see that? Isn't that amazing? And I'm using the same amount of pressure. That's setting powder. I rest my case. Now you know why I love it so, so much. Now, oh, that one's not going anywhere. Look at that. It's still there. So yeah, setting powder. It is amazing. It has diffusers in it too. So what I like to do is stipple it on to get it on, and it's going to keep your makeup in place. And what it's doing too is our oils start to seep through as the day goes on, and as they go through, then they peek through, your makeup starts to separate. But this is going to keep it in place. This is going to trap it, and so that's not going to happen. It's going to keep it. Now, especially for our eye area, so I even will put it on my eye, but we really want to do it where we have concealer. So I'm going to grab another brush, and I'm going to, I don't know, any brush, take a little less. And how to do it for where you put concealer is to press it on. And I'm going to try another brush. I'm just trying different brushes to see which one do I like to press. This one is, I can't remember which brush this is. Oh, it tells me foundation brush. Actually, that works really good too. Just pressing it on. And then I'm going to just take one and just brush some of it off and just whisk away excess. Okay, so back to doing our face. So we want to do it everywhere, and then I just sort of blend it. So now you know your makeup is going to stay put. For item number 4, setting powder is amazing. Isn't it, Shelley? I know. It was so cute. I did that little video with the brows. I had those 2 lines all day long. Washing dishes, whatever. Yeah, it's amazing. So that is, yeah, I know that I don't even need to say anything. That just says it all. Now, what am I on to? Browns, bronzer, setting powder. I see I have to write it down because I always forget something. So now I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter. I'm using Pearly. Yeah, Pearly. And I'm just going to grab a fan brush. And this, even though there's a little sheen in our blush, this just adds a little bit more of a sun-kissed look. I like to do it at the top of our cheeks. And then down the nose, making it look slender, and then the Cupid's bow. There we go. And now, on to number 5. Number 5 for keeping your makeup in place is lash primer. So what this is going to do, now this is at the point, if you curl your lashes with a lash curler, this is a good time now to do it. Then apply lash primer. That's going to set your curl. It also is nourishing our eyelashes, but it's also going to keep your mascara on your lashes. So it's one of the things. I also, you could say, put a little bit of the powder, the setting powder on your eyelashes. Then I like to go in with my lash primer. So just like we prime our face, so our makeup stays put, same thing with lash primer. So it is number 5 for our things that you need to keep your makeup on all day. And when I go to bed at night to wash my makeup off, it does. It's on and it looks like I've just applied it. So I like to, actually before I do it, I'm just going to make sure. I like to give them a brush because sometimes I get a little bit of eyeliner on my lashes. I just want to make sure they're not stuck together. And a little bit of sometimes the liquid shadow. Okay. So you put it on just like mascara, only it comes out white. And I like to do one eye at a time because I prefer to go in when it's still wet with my mascara. Just want to get a little more. Don't pump. If you pump, you just, pardon me, I'm just going to take a little sip of water. With my is it Dylan or DLN? Oh yeah, the setting powder is amazing. I know I was going to do it even with lipstick, but it shows. I'll do one with lipstick. I don't even know if I have a lipstick. I have light colors. Yeah. There we go. I love my Dylan water bottle. It's alkalizes your water as you go. And now I love our Twisted mascara. It has the ingredients that Unique has, an eyelash serum, which I put on every night. And then they have those ingredients in the mascara. So it's also helping. I love things that are dual purpose. And so like our concealer is also acting as an eye cream. Then I love things like you can use your bronzer and your blush as eyeshadow. Who knew, right? And so this has the ingredients in it that are in the serum to promote lash growth. And the primer is going to help keep it actually makes your lashes look a little thicker. So it is going to add to length and volume. And now I'm going to blow you away because it has a wand within a wand. It has a skinny wand. It was so cute. A friend of mine bought this and she didn't even know there was another wand. And it was just like, what? Isn't that amazing? So sometimes I'll start off with the skinny one and I'll go and get the base started because it gets really close to your base. Right now I'm trying it with the larger wand first. And I'll probably go back to the other one again too. And so now I'm going to just focus in on this one, on the ends. And it has polymer fibers in it, so it does help more with lengthening. And this has got a real, like a nice comb to it, so it does separate. And it's buildable. So you can go back and do 2 or 3 coats to add more length, add more volume. But the little wand is beautiful for getting the smaller lashes. And also, if you have hooded eyes, I forgot to mention that. If you have hooded eyes, put the eye cream. I started putting it on the top of my eyes because it is firming. And I've seen testimonials where women with hooded eyes, it's shrunk, it's like tightened it up. So I've started to put this on the top of my eye at bedtime. I didn't this morning, because I just didn't want to add, I forgot. I was thinking of it and then I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other eye. And same thing, start with some lash primer. Yeah, it was amazing when I saw, I'll have to post some pictures of the befores and after with using the eye cream on their eyes, including the tops of their eyes. This liquid eyeshadow is perfect for hooded eyes as well, or anyone even who has, because it stays put. It's not going to be creasing and wrinkling. Okay, going in with a large one. And you can do any kinds of wiggling, rolling. When I'm not doing a live, I take my time a bit more and I can get... This one turned out better. I like the look of that one. Okay, and then and now go in with the small one, which has more product on it, so I need to take some off. Okay. And now I'm going to focus on the ends. Oh, and another thing too, if you have hooded eyes and you struggle with getting mascara on, with it touching the tops of your eyes, get a mirror. This is my Nala. And what I love about it is that you can go, like, look down. Oh, I should show you. I'm using my new chair for my new. So you would put your mascara on looking down rather than up. So rather than up, could touch your eye, but when you're looking down, it's going to get your lashes away from your face, away from your eyelid. So that's another little tip if you didn't know that, to put your it's nice if you have a mirror that you can look down on. This one doesn't. This is my Vera, and there was a game changer having good lights, good makeup mirrors with lights, because I have really bad lighting in my bathroom. Now I'm going to do my lips first today. I'm going to show you a new color. So today I thought I would do a a lip liner. I was just playing. I'm anxious for the new Splash lipstick. I'm going to use the lip liner Perky. It's pink. And I'm going to line my lips and use part of it as like a lipstick. Oh, rats, I should have brought my sharpener. I didn't. Oh well. Actually, I should have added this as tip number, of course it won't be added to the kudos, tip number 7, because the lip liners don't go anywhere. They stay put, and that's why they're awesome to use as a lipstick. I was trying not to put too much on. Because I thought I would show you. Now today I'm going to use this, is this really neat kind of metallic Splash lipstick called Striking. And it's kind of a mauvey pink. You can see that? And it's a fun metallic pink. And if you want, you could add a little gloss on top. I don't think I need it. And there, now on to number 6, your makeup to stay in place. So we've done the primers, we've done the liquid eyeshadow and the setting powder, and now the setting spray. And I use both because the setting powder is key to absorbing moisture as well as setting your makeup, and then but trapping any moisture that comes, and then this is going to protect it from external sources, also from it getting rubbed off with your masks, as well as what's in the air, pollution, humidity, if you're in a place where it's humid, dust, anything like that. And so just hold it back. Would that be what, 12 to 18 inches? And just spray till you feel it coating your face. And if you're wearing a mask, do an extra shot across your mouth, and that's going to help your makeup stay in place. And then you just have to let it dry, and that is it. And that is our look, our tips, my tips to you, and they're all in today's links, which are at 30% off. Isn't that pretty? So we are pretty in pink today. And just to show you, I should show you I am using my new chair for my beauty station, which waiting for the desk to come. White. Is this, I'm just wearing this cute little top. It may not even be in stock anymore, but she has such a big turnover with pretty cute things, and I've just tucked it in with into some black jeans. And I love her tops because they're long, they're a generous fit, they have so many neat details, and then I'm wearing it with the rose-colored lace bralette. She's got this most adorable bralette, so if it falls off one shoulder, it's just kind of fun, or if you can sort of off of two. And I chose pink because I thought I'm wearing the pink makeup and it'll show a little bit. Oh yes, isn't that chair? It's just gorgeous. I thought it'll look good in my living room because that's where my makeup station is going to be. Not where I really want to be, but nobody's coming over right now anyway. So girls, this was fun. I really hope you learned something today. And we also learned the reason why a lot of our things are out of stock, but they're coming back this Thursday. They're bringing back 3 more. So just a recap. the key things are the primer, eye primer, and my favorite is the mattifying face primer, as well as the liquid eyeshadow is going to not go anywhere. It's there, like you can go swimming in that. And then lash primer helps keeping your mascara on. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else did I miss? The star of the show is the setting powder, and then the setting spray. Those are key. I wear them all, and they're in I put them in today's link as today's look. And please share, please follow along. Click follow, as well as if you click the 3 dots, you can get notified every time I go live. I go live every Tuesday morning and Friday morning. And so I hope this was fun for you as it was for me. I appreciate your joining me today, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, an awesome week, and you take care. Bye for now.